All right, y'all, first things first, make sure you watch this video from beginning to end so you don't miss a single detail. We're back again with another action figure news video. Basically, this is the follow-up to the video I dropped the other day, yesterday, one of them. I dropped it at midnight recently. I don't remember exactly when it was. Y'all can check that if y'all want. But like I said, basically, this is part 2 to that video. Now, as we all know, Tamashii Nations loves to put their figures up for pre-order in bulk. They like to make you try to grab 5 or 6 of them at a time. I don't know if it's a marketing tactic or a selling tactic or what, but that's just what they love to do. And so since I dropped that recent video, they did announce some more figures that are going to be going up for pre-order. Of course, we're excited for these. I'm sure you guys have already seen some of the images of these floating around, and we're going to talk about it today. On top of that, we do have some Kaiyodo Revoltech to discuss as well. So by now, you guys already know how these videos work. Go ahead and drop a like for your boy, as I would greatly appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already or you're new here, and let's get right into it, starting off with Revoltech. So to my knowledge, Kaiyodo Revoltech just announced the Black Luster Soldier like 2 days ago. I know I wasn't late discussing the promo image that I did a video on, but here we are less than 48 hours later, and they've already got promo images of this figure. Now, that's how you do it. Tamashii Nations, y'all need to take some notes, man. Sometimes showing off these figures that we don't get for who knows how long, y'all need to take some notes. But anyway, back to this figure, man. This thing looks super dope. I love the way that he scales with Yugi. Look at that image on the top left. That is absolutely outstanding, man. And the sculpt and detail on this figure looks like it's going to be amazing. No pun intended. But I'm digging the accessories, man. You got the regular sword, the shield, the flaming sword. You even have his attack and defense power. Now, that is absolutely sick. That's an accessory Tamashii Nations never would think to include in a figure. Now, we've gotten 3 monsters from them, and they haven't given us anything like that. So that just goes to show what I'm saying is true. But this is super dope. I'm pretty sure this is going to be an expensive figure. I'm hoping it's not more than $80, man. I love this thing. I know there's going to be loads of detail and articulation, but these Revoltechs are getting a little too pricey. So I don't want to keep spending too much money, but this is one I do have to have. Now, if you're planning on getting this, it's slated to go up for pre-order April the 28th, releasing in January of 2026. So we've got a little while, but that gives you time to save your money if you want this thing. Now, switching things over to Tamashii Nations, this is something that I don't really know anything about, so I'm not going to spend too much time talking about it. They announced another figure for one of their Gundam lines. This guy's name is Char Azanable or something like that. I know I botched it. I don't care. You don't have to tell me in the comments. I'm telling you now, I know I messed it up. But I feel like this is a character that I've seen from my childhood, but I can't exactly remember like anything he did in the anime, and I, for whatever reason, can't picture him in a Gundam. But again, I don't know anything about this guy, so no point in spending too much time talking about it. If you want to get your hands on it, he's slated to go up for pre-order April the 25th, releasing in October of this year. So yeah, get your pre-orders in, people. Now, next up, I'm going to go ahead and give Tamashii Nations the L, as they have announced the next figure in the Chainsaw Man line, which we already knew what it was, a battle damaged Denji. Now, I don't remember what fight this is from in the anime. I know it's from the anime because they typically don't make characters from the manga very often, but I don't remember who he was fighting at the time. But either way, man, I'm a little disappointed with this release because it's lackluster, yo. This comes with the same sort of accessories that we got with the very first Chainsaw Man, which, I mean, I understand there's not really much they could throw in with that figure if they weren't going to give him the interchangeable parts to make him powered down. But since then, we've gotten Chainsaw Man figures that have come with a ton of accessories: powered down Denji, Power, Makima, Aki Hayakawa. Honestly, the only figures that haven't come with many accessories are the powered up Denji and then the samurai sword. Those kind of slacked, but now we got the next figure and this one is doing the same. Now, maybe I had my expectations high, who knows, but I really felt like there was more that they could have done with this release. I don't care what it was, man. More accessories to even make you go back and pick up other figures if that was the case. But if you're hype about this, then hey, I'm happy for you. If you want to get your hands on it, going up for pre-order, April 25th, slated to release in October of this year. Now moving on to the next announcement. This is one that caught me by surprise. I was not expecting to see another Demon Slayer announcement, or let alone a pre-order, at least until we got Rengoku, because as of right now we're still waiting on him and Akaza, but it seems like I guess the line is selling well enough. I honestly thought that Nezuko and Giyu weren't doing good, so this makes me happy. But now we've got our first look at Shinobu Kocho, and in my opinion, this looks good. I'm digging it, man. I really love what they do with the Demon Slayer line. For the most part, the action figures look amazing to me. Now, the only thing that gets me is Tamashii Nations is not including any effect pieces with these figures, man. These characters all have breathing techniques, so I don't know why they won't throw in at least something small. I'm hoping that if they're not going to do that with any of their releases, that they release a big accessory pack, sort of like what they've been doing with the My Hero Academia stuff. We got one for One Piece. We've gotten one or two for Dragon Ball. They need to give these figures accessories, yo. There is no reason for them not to have them, especially since they usually range between $60 to about $80. We gotta do better, man. Come on, Tamashii Nations. Like, this is cool. The figures look great, but they are still lackluster, and they know what we as collectors want because they've shown it to us time and time again. Now, I'm definitely going to be picking this up as I am a big Demon Slayer fan, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are as well, which is exactly why we're talking about it. So if you want to get your hands on this, it's slated to go up for pre-order April the 25th, just like everything else we've discussed, releasing in September of this year, 2025, instead of October. Now, last but certainly not least, the figure that I am the most excited for out of everything we've discussed, we finally have a full look at the SH Figuarts My Hero Academia Uraraka Ochiko, and this thing looks great. I already knew this figure looked good when we first saw the promo image. There was people saying it looks a little off. No, it didn't, man. That thing looked on point. Now, when they showcased the image in the bottom middle in a silhouette form just the other day when I recorded that video, I was a little worried about how they were going to do it, but thankfully it's just an interchangeable hairpiece and then an extra faceplate that gives you her look when Toga transforms into her. So I'm really digging this, man. But then on top of that, you get several other accessories. You get an effect piece for her hand whenever she's using her quirk. You do get the horn as well. Then you do get like the extended pieces that come out of her gauntlet, several different facial expressions, and just more than enough with this figure. Now imagine you pay $65 for this. This figure's $65. I'm not sure if that's the price, but I'm building a scenario for you guys. Imagine this figure $65, and then imagine the Demon Slayer Shinobu Kocho is $65. Would you rather pay $65 for this or pay $65 for that? Obviously, you're going to get much more value out of spending $65 on this. And that's exactly why I say they need to start taking accessories serious with all of their lines, not just some of them, because I will happily buy this and not worry about how much I spend on it versus when I get Shinobu, I know she's already not one of my favorite characters. So I'm just going to be a little bit less happy. Now, that's just something I wanted you guys to think about. And so that's why I even mentioned it. But this thing looks super amazing. I don't have anything else to say about it. It's My Hero Academia. I'm going to buy everything they release because I love me some My Hero Academia. So yeah, you want to get your hands on it. April 25th, releasing in October of this year. Now, since this is basically a follow-up video, there's no need for me to go too crazy with the outro. Not a whole lot that I need to discuss. Again, this is basically just a part 2 to what we already discussed. So, out of everything that we did mention in today's video, I want to know, are you guys picking any of this stuff up? Are you excited for anything? If so, feel free to leave that in the comment section below. Let me know what you're going to be getting, what you're going to be passing on, or just whatever else you want to say. As always, I try to read the comments. I try to respond on to as many as I can, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. But anyway, hope that you guys enjoyed this video, found it informative. If so, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, as that always helps me out. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit that bell icon so you're notified whenever I upload new content. And last but not least, follow me on everything you see listed in the description below to keep up with my activity outside of YouTube. Hope you guys have a great rest of your night. Stay safe wherever you are, and bye. And also, have a great rest of your day if you're watching this during the daytime. Bye.